Life has a way of testing us in ways we never expected. There are moments when everything seems to be going smoothly, and then, out of nowhere, a storm appears on the horizon. The plans we've made unravel, the dreams we've nurtured feel distant, and the world, for reasons we can't quite understand, seems to turn its back. In those times, it's easy to wonder why life feels so unfair. But pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Remember that unfairness is not the end of the road. It's simply a fork, a challenge, an invitation to dig deeper, to find strength you never knew you had. When you encounter disappointment, it's natural to feel lost, frustrated, or angry. Maybe you worked hard for something, only to watch someone else be rewarded. Maybe you gave your heart to a relationship and were met with indifference. Maybe you try your best every single day, and still, your efforts seem invisible. You're not alone in feeling this way. Every person, at some point, faces moments of unfairness. These moments, as harsh as they may seem, don't define you. They reveal you. Consider the strongest trees in the forest. They don't grow tall and unbreakable without facing storms, wind, and drought. Their roots dig deep, not because the soil is always kind, but because survival demands it. When life feels unfair, it's your opportunity to grow those roots, to anchor yourself in resilience, to discover the strength inside you that only emerges under pressure. Think back to times in your life when you faced difficulty. Maybe you didn't see the lesson then, but looking back now, you recognize how those challenges shaped you. Unfairness is not a punishment, it's a teacher. It shows you what you're capable of. It forces you to adapt, to persevere, to rise again and again. Imagine a child learning to walk. They fall, again and again, scraping knees and bumping into obstacles. To them, it might seem unfair. Why is it so hard? Why does gravity keep pulling them down? But each fall teaches balance, each stumble builds muscle, each attempt brings them closer to success. Your struggles, too, are part of your growth. Every setback is building you up. There will be days when the world feels heavy, when you question your worth, when you wonder if it's even possible to keep going. On those days, remember, strength is not found in comfort but in adversity. Courage is forged in moments of despair. Hope is born from the ashes of disappointment. When life feels unfair, you have a choice. You can let bitterness take root, or you can choose to rise above. You can dwell on what's missing, or you can look for what remains. Gratitude, even for small things, a kind word, a moment of peace, a breath of fresh air, can be your lifeline. The unfairness of life doesn't take away your ability to be grateful, to be kind, to keep moving forward. Sometimes, the world's unfairness isn't about you at all. It's the result of forces beyond your control, a lost job, an illness, a betrayal. In those moments, it's tempting to withdraw, to give up hope. But even when you can't change the situation, you can change your response. You can decide to show up, to keep trying, to find meaning even in hardship. The stories of the greatest leaders, artists, and thinkers are often stories of overcoming unfairness. They faced rejection, ridicule, poverty, and loss. What set them apart wasn't luck or privilege, but a refusal to be defeated by setbacks. They find strength in every challenge, purpose in every pain. If you're feeling overwhelmed by the unfairness of life, know that it's okay to feel hurt. It's okay to grieve, to be angry, to wonder why. But don't let those feelings become your permanent home. Use them as fuel, a reason to prove to yourself that you are more resilient than you imagine. Sometimes, the biggest breakthroughs come after the hardest moments. When you feel like you're at your lowest, when everything seems stacked against you, that's when your true strength emerges. That's when you discover what you're made of. Remember, you are not defined by what happens to you, but by how you respond. Every day you wake up and choose hope, you are rewriting your story. Every time you refuse to give in to bitterness, you are reclaiming your power. Every moment you offer kindness, even when you feel empty, you are changing the world in ways you may never see. Unfairness can be a mirror. It reflects your ability to adapt, to endure, to find light in darkness. It shows you what matters most, your values, your relationships, your dreams. When everything else is stripped away, you discover the core of who you are. Think of the people who inspire you. Are they the ones who had everything handed to them, who never struggled? Or are they the ones who faced adversity with courage, who kept going even when the odds were against them? Their strength doesn't come from an easy life, but from rising above hardships. If you're searching for meaning in your pain, remember that you're building a legacy with every challenge you overcome. Your story can be a beacon for others who feel lost, who need hope. Your scars are not signs of defeat, but badges of honor. They show that you lived, that you fought, that you refused to be broken. There will be days when you feel alone, when it seems like no one understands your struggles. Reach out. Share your story with someone you trust. You'll find that vulnerability creates connection, that your pain is shared by others, that together you can find strength. When you feel powerless, focus on what you can control. Your attitude, your actions, your words. You may not be able to change the world's unfairness, but you can choose to be a light in the darkness. You can choose to lift others up, to show compassion, to keep moving forward one step at a time. Every storm eventually passes. The sun returns, the sky clears, and in the aftermath, you realize how much you've grown. The unfairness you faced becomes a chapter in your story, not the end, but a turning point. You are stronger for having endured. If you're struggling right now, remind yourself of your past victories. You faced hard times before and you made it through. You're still standing. That's proof of your resilience, your tenacity, your ability to overcome. Focus on the present moment. What can you do, right now, to make things a little better? Maybe it's as simple as taking a walk, reaching out for support, or allowing yourself to rest. Small steps, taken day after day, lead to big changes. Trust that, even in the darkest times, there is a purpose to your journey. You may not see it now, but every experience is shaping you into someone wiser, kinder, more compassionate. The empathy you gain from hardship is a gift, a way to connect with others, a tool to make the world better. Remember that life is not a race, and there is no finish line you have to cross before a certain age. Your journey is unique. Your struggles are part of your story, not a detour from it. Comparison steals joy. Focus on your own growth, your own path. When life feels unfair, remind yourself that you are not alone. Reach out to friends, family, or support groups. Share your burden. It becomes lighter when others help carry it. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Strength is not in isolation, but in connection. Forgive yourself for mistakes. Everyone stumbles, everyone falls short at times. The important thing is to learn, to get back up, to keep moving forward. You are worthy of love and kindness, no matter what you've been through. Celebrate small victories. Every step forward, no matter how tiny, is progress. Give yourself credit for showing up, for trying, for daring to hope. You are braver than you think. In times of unfairness, look for lessons. What can you learn from this experience? How can you use it to grow, to help others, to change your perspective? Pain, when transformed, becomes wisdom. Remember, too, that the world is full of possibilities. Today's disappointment can lead to tomorrow's breakthrough. Opportunities come in unexpected ways. Stay open to new paths, new ideas, new connections. Don't let bitterness take root. It's easy to become cynical when life feels unfair, but that only multiplies pain. Choose hope, even when it's hard. Choose kindness, even when you feel wounded. The world needs your light. If you're weighed down by injustice, use your voice to stand up for what's right. Advocate for yourself and others. Change doesn't happen overnight, but every act of courage ripples outward. Remember, you are stronger than any challenge. You are resilient, capable, worthy. Life's unfairness may shape you, but it cannot break you. Every time you choose to rise, you inspire others to do the same. Hold on to hope. Believe in your ability to overcome. Trust that, even in the hardest times, you are growing. You are studying. You are becoming the person you are meant to be. When life feels unfair, remember this. You have the power to find strength in every struggle, to turn pain into purpose, to create meaning from adversity. Your journey matters. Your resilience shines. Keep going. The world needs your courage.